Veganism is a society of individuals that seek health and environment over the delicious, tenderized protein called meat. Vegans are practical with the love of others, especially animals that feed and clothe the rest of the world. Every individual has a relationship with non-human animals, such as consumption, recreation, or everyday interaction with the environment. Vegans are confronted by some of the challenges currently with public health impacts, epidemiology, and up-to-date issues. Public health impact. The mission of rotating varieties of educational frameworks, including the formation of vegan identity, vegan activism, and consumerism, is accepted opinions that focus on similarities and conflicts with other social justice issues and the recent popularization of whole foods, plant-based vegan meal plans. The public interest in popular diets is increasing plant-based diets to reduce their carbon footprint. The primary source of mortality in the United States of America diets is related to heart disease, cancer, strokes, and diabetes. The United States of America, with its unhealthy diets such as excessive meat Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, especially processed meats such as bacon, hot dogs, and deli meats that contribute to nutritional and environmental health problems related to climate change. The United States of America is in the top 5 countries for the enormous meat consumption on the planet, with beef, pork, lamb, and duck. The red and processed meat feasting in the United States of America surpasses nutritious intake levels by 40%, established by the Dietary Guidelines for Americans from 2015 to 2020. The impact of these meat gatherings in the United States of America is associated with health illnesses such as heart disease, stroke, type 2 diabetes, obesity, and cancer. Certain meats, such as red and processed meats, have a probability of contributing to cancer within the individual meat eater. The environmental impact of meat eaters include contamination of water, air, and soil. Resources that impact the climate are livestock and cattle. They are responsible for 15% of the global greenhouse gas emissions. Antibiotic use in industrialized food. Animal production leads to antibiotic-resistant bacteria, which threatens the effectiveness of antibiotics in individual treatment. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention notifies this researcher that antibiotic resistance develops when bacteria survives and grows despite being exposed to antibiotics designed to exterminate that bacteria. United States of America is overweight or obese from adolescent youth to adulthood. The risk factor for these outcomes are type 2 diabetes, heart disease, high blood pressure, stroke, and other cancers. In the United States of America, roughly 1.4 million new cases annually per adult with type 2 diabetes. The absence of physical activity with unhealthy meals plus the consumption of red or processed meats and low consumption of plant-based diets such as grains, fibers, fruits, and vegetables increases the chances of health risk factors. Vegetarian and vegan meal plans have the analysis of threat reduction of diet-related prolonged diseases and are effective in treating these diseases. The Georgetown Medical Center did a 12-week study on vegan diets in 1999 with adult applications. The adults with the vegan meal plan developed a 28% reduction in their glucose and considerably less body mass index than those following an out-to-date diabetes diet. Another report examined the results of a 16-day mediation amongst low-fat, high-carbohydrates obtained from Whole Foods plant-based meal plans in 20 men. Among those 20 men had type 2 diabetes. Also, 9 men who received 17 insulin shots per day did not require insulin and dropped the vegan meal plan. The 11 men that remained on the higher insulin amount reduced their usage by 50%, even though their glucose did not decline considerably. Furthermore, a report used a randomized coordination test to study the results of a vegan meal plan to the National Cholesterol Education Program in obese women. The women participated developed corrections in insulin dependency and a significant weight loss 2 years later. The women who participated in the study showed that the probability of following a vegan diet, which many Americans view as off-putting, is good. Recommendations. Whole food plant-based eating styles can help individuals create affirmative modification in dietary habits that support well-being. The interest in plant-based diets multiply over the years as evidence of education books, journal articles, and websites such as www.choosemyplate.gov. The United States of America has established dietary guidelines for vegetarian and vegan diets. The Mediterranean Meal Plan, Dietary Approaches to Stop Hypertension Meal Plan, 2015 Dietary Guidelines for Americans, the Healthy Eating Plate, and Vegetarian or Vegan Meal Plan. These recommendations have an analysis that include preventing type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, cancer, and other weight loss. Dietary outlines remain reinforced through Resilient that support a vegan or vegetarian meal plan with a main determination to avoid red meats, pork, poultry, fish, eggs, and sometimes honey. Vegan diets include fruits, vegetables, whole foods or plant-based fats and proteins, beans, grains, and nuts. Sugar intake needs to be limited to less than 5 to 10% daily. Vegetables and fruit need to make up 1/2 of all the 5 meals throughout the day. A good source of carbohydrates is legumes, grains, fruits, and vegetables. Also, monosaccharate margarines such as olive oil, avocados, safflower, omega-3 fatty acids, and flaxseed help prevent cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes, coronary artery disease, and reduce the rates of hypertension, obesity, and CVD mortalities. Vegan diets are concerned with vitamin deficiencies, especially with vitamin B12. Therefore, supplement intake is recommended, and for vitamin D, you can just get it from the sun. Consequently, vegans are concerned with animal welfare, such as factory farming, health benefits, and environmental impact. Also, veganism is associated with the way of living and safety of different creatures. Vegans attempt to stop methods that produce destruction to animals from other kingdoms. Veganism is understood as an obligation to animal safety and rights. The use of animals is a rightful, approved, established tradition, which means that we must study equally accountabilities within consumer association and accountability develop community organization and arrangements. Revolutionizing or removing harmful methods to animals would need cooperative action to generate national and international laws and institutions. References.